I'll probably stop around 8 because I want to sleep. So that'd be like an hour and a half. It would be interesting if all there is just the two things, Halloween, Protogon, and Nevermare. I mean, I ain't complaining. The way that this event was done with the corn maze is really well executed and actually scared me. Another pyramid. Why? What are the chances? But what are the chances of the new Halloween? Give me the Halloween. Anyway, I don't know how someone already found one, but apparently there is a Halloween Ikazune, so technically I wasn't lying in that video. Even though I had no idea what I was talking about, so I wasn't really trying to lie. But anyway, so there's a Halloween Ikazune and a Halloween Protogon. They're really wanting me to hunt for like 5 days straight. Actually, now that I think about it, can you fish? Oh darn, you can't fish. Oh well, I am wondering now, now that this event is here, and the next update is just kind of up in the air. That's the whole thing. I wonder when the next update's gonna be. I know that this event literally just came out 45 minutes ago, and I'm already thinking of the next update. But like, I am genuinely curious, because the only thing I can think of would be a Christmas event, for an obvious example, and it would be 2 months from now. So, admittedly, I believe it's been almost 2 months since Buzzleman was added to the game, and I don't think there was like any sort of other like gameplay updates since that. I think it would be hilarious if they just, like, when the Halloween event ends, no announcement, no acknowledgement whatsoever, not even in the changelog or anything. The Halloween event ends, you go over to the beach area and the cones are gone, and you walk through it and you enter the beach. That would be the funniest thing. I don't know, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm realizing, I'm not saying this like to offend any of the developers. I can tell there's a lot put into this, like the builds and the corn maze. I'm sure was like not the easiest thing to do. But there's not a whole lot when you really think about it. Like, there's hunting in the graveyard and the corn maze. That's it. Which, I don't know. And same thing with the Loomians. I mean, the new Loomian Nevermare is amazing. Like, genuinely amazing design. But we just kind of have two reskins. Halloween Ikazune and Halloween Protogon. Which I'm not complaining about, but like, well, no, it definitely sounds like I'm complaining, doesn't it? I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to complain, it just, like, an update comes out, I'm gonna play it, and whatever. I don't care how small it is. I mean, I come back when they release a new Vari evolution, and that's just one thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Man, just ignore everything I just said. You know, honestly, the whole thing I was talking about is completely invalid. Because of the Nevermare theme song. You know, that saves the entire... the update didn't need saving. But that right there made this update an 11 out of 10. And ironically though, that song is actually so good. And I want to hear more of that, because I'm only going to be able to hear it once. I mean, I guess technically I can just hear it back in my recording, but I believe they uploaded the Cosmere theme separately on YouTube. I would love to see the same for Nevermare. I think I already said that though. But genuinely, like Cosmere and Nevermare, I don't know what's up with the themes, but they're like songs, like actual songs, like something I would like hear in a rhythm game. And I'm not talking Friday Night Funkin'. I would find it funny if they hadn't planned on making a Halloween Ikazune, but there was a lot of people, including me, that thought that one image was a Halloween Ikazune, and then they were like, let's make a Halloween Ikazune. And it's funny because it shares a very similar style with Halloween Dusket. It's a skeleton. I really hope to God there is not 6 different colors of it. Or 5, whatever it was. Oh, a Pider! Okay. I wish you had a different skin. I almost want to catch that, because the fact that that is extremely rare, I'm catching that. Because as far as I know, I don't think there's a day or night cycle in here. It seems to just be stuck in an endless night. Delta. It would be cool though if they actually added more evolutions with the Nightmare Orb. And a lot of people were thinking of a spooky Pider last year. So I don't know. I think it would be a cool addition. But hey, I think a spooky spider would be cool. Just saying. I think almost every single Loomian that we encounter in here could have a cool spooky skin. Man, imagine like a big old pumpkin Cosmere. That would be cool. That is a good idea. Y'all can steal that idea from me. I don't even care. I might design that actually. Unironically, I might make that at some point. No promises. But okay, well maybe Pider isn't rare. Is there actually a day and night cycle in here or something? Why am I all of a sudden encountering Piders? 7 o'clock now. Okay, a third Pider. Alright, yeah, they're not rare. Okay. I didn't need to bother catching one then. Anyway, like I was saying, been an hour now. So, 1 hour left before I decide to call it quits. Avari. What has happened? Spooky Vari? That's luck right there. Give me that. Man, I have caught literally everything that I've encountered in one disc. I literally have encountered... I have caught everything in one disc tonight. What is up with my luck? I beat the maze in it was either 3 or 4 attempts. Caught the Nevermare in 1 attempt, encountered 2 Pyromines, and now all these Piders. I got a Vari, caught that 1 attempt. What is happening? I even caught the Pyromine. I keep switching from Pyromine and Pyromine. I even caught the Pyromine in 1 attempt. Where's this luck in finding the Halloween Roamings? Give me the 5 Nights at Freddy's Protogon. Give me the skeleton Ikazune. Give me Metronet with double the amount of pumpkins. And yeah, I know most people would just use boosters. And you'd probably expect a YouTuber to use boosters because I'm a YouTuber. But I don't got all that money to spend. I sort of do, but it's not like an infinite income like a lot of YouTubers have. I will eventually run out. So I like to save my money instead of spending it on boosts that I don't technically need to use. But I will use if it's like the last day of the event and I still don't have something. Which I had to do last Halloween. Because, man, I really hated getting those rainbow duskets. Not Halloween skeleton dusket. Basically rainbow duskets because of all the different colors, Yeah, I do feel like this event is a little bit grindy. Because it's like you got the corn maze and then hunting. And if you want the mount, that is 500 candy corn, which is going to take a minute. Because I only went in the maze 3-4 times, maybe 5, I don't remember. And I only got 17. The candy corn is not common. And having to get 500 is not going to be the funnest thing. It's probably going to be a little bit more entertaining than running up and down hunting for Loomians, which legitimately makes me want to fall asleep after like an hour. So, and that's in no offense to the developers, that's just a thing that I do. I hunt for Loomians for too long, I legitimately get tired and want to sleep. Except for when it's late at night like this, because I can wake up and I will never actually feel like I'm awake until like the afternoon. And then I suddenly have a bunch of energy, but I immediately crash at around like 9. I only get like 8 hours of energy in a whole day. I really do wonder if there's ever going to be a time that the devs decide to remodel some of the old Loomians. Because, you know, not really trying to sugarcoat it, a lot of the older Loomians you can tell are not nearly as great compared to newer ones. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm kind of trying to form it as a compliment. Like, the modelers have insanely improved. I mean, Nevermare is like crazy with the detail and all that stuff. All of the Vari, everything regarding Vari is cool. Like, all the new Loomians are genuinely so well designed and like packed with detail. But like, you look at some old Loomians, like, and again, I'm gonna point these out and I'm not trying to be offensive, but like Twilight, Propay, the volcano thing with a decal for a face, Mbit with the weird feet thing. Like, there's a lot of designs that you don't really need to redesign them, but they could definitely get some remodels. I'm just saying. I know that that's gonna take time out of development, obviously, so I doubt that would happen anytime soon. I don't know, I think it would be cool, but I could also see that happening as like a post-game thing, like they finish the game and since there won't really be anything new added, then they could redesign Loomians so everything feels kind of consistent. Because again, no offense to the modelers, like, your skills have insanely improved. And, you know, a lot of the Loomians from the original days don't shine the brightest like they used to. Some of them are still, like, really well done. I'm trying to think of what the name was, but I think it... Okay, I can't remember the name. I'm checking the Lumipedia. Yeah, this guy right here, Vocaloa, this thing was very well modeled at the time, and it still is very well modeled. And then you compare it to its counterpart, Krakaloa, which I really feel they could have modeled the face in. Especially with how the lighting kind of reflects on it like a sticker. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. Yeah, I think I would unironically look forward to it. I would love seeing, like, quality improvement updates like that. Like, I'm not saying they're low quality. Like, I'm a modeler myself, and pretty much everything in Loomian Legacy is way better than anything I can model. But even I feel like I could probably make a Twilight or something. But maybe that's not something I should say, because that would be like a weird challenge, and that also makes me sound really egotistical. But like, as someone that dabbles in modeling, I've been doing it for half a year now, maybe a little over half a year. Yeah, these people have a lot more experience than I do. I couldn't imagine creating any sort of creature. So, like, I do legitimately look up to them, because this is the kind of stuff I would love to make, is, like, creatures. I don't know where I was going with that. I was going to continue with the talk, and then I just kind of forgot what I was going for, so I really cannot form a coherent sentence. Also, man, I have been talking a lot this episode. For crying out loud, I even actually read out the voice lines for once. I'm probably going to continue doing that actually in further updates. I don't know. was playing Deltarune Chapter 2 and Chapter 1 with my little sister on the Nintendo Switch, and since I'm just kind of watching her play, I thought it'd be fun if I did a little bit of like voice acting with huge air quotes, and I actually had a blast doing that. I actually really enjoyed it, so I just thought, why not start doing that on the channel again, because I did do that originally and then I stopped. And now I'm going to start doing it again, because actually I think it's kind of fun. But yeah, I've been like way more talkative than usual. I'm looking at the voice lines on the audio thing, and there's like barely any empty space. This is going to be an incredibly long video. Although, of course, I could just cut out a lot of the random things that I'm bringing up, but I feel like most people kind of skip the hunting portion of the video unless you just want to have someone talking in the background while you do something else, which I appreciate that. You know, it's taken me a very long time, but I have definitely gotten a lot more confident in my voice, because oh man, looking at my old, that was a weird noise. Looking at my old gameplay videos, man, I was really quiet. Still kind of am, but that's just kind of how the microphone comes out with my voice. I don't know what I was trying to say there. I don't know why sometimes it just does not pick up the voice well. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to do something where I like separate the videos. I'll probably have the first video be all the more exciting things, like the haunted maze and whatnot, which might end up making a pretty short video now that I think about it, but I don't know. There's obvious, like, I don't know what word I'm trying to come up with in my head, but obviously there are people that are looking for like more entertaining content, and there are people like me who just don't really find hunting things like this to be really entertaining to watch, as much as I don't really find it incredibly entertaining to do myself, because I'm just, you know, running back and forth and encountering these same 5 things over and over again. It does get tiring pretty fast, which is why normally you like live stream this so you can interact with other people, or you have music in the background or something so you're not bored. But I don't really live stream, not because I don't want to, but because I don't really think my computer could handle that. Also, I don't even actually know if I can. Like, I do genuinely think of doing live streams on occasion because, well, it would provide some extra content, and also it would make me it would give me an excuse to not make a video, because I can just upload the live stream. Although I probably would do like live stream video and then highlights being the normal edited like let's play content, because I know there are lots of people that don't want to watch an entire live stream. I'm one of those people. You know, I just want to see the juicy stuff. Might actually be able to upload the first part of this video tonight, maybe. Because yeah, I am going to stop at around 8, which is 40 minutes from now. And so far I have not found any sort of Halloween thing, because I feel like the first part of the video is probably going to be a lot shorter than this second part. And I know this second part is probably going to have less views, but hey, I've never been in it for the views. Why do you think I still make videos on Monsters of Etheria? Like, you know, the game, I'm not going to lie and say the game is doing as great as it used to, and nor does the views really, but I don't care. Like, I enjoy the game. Sure, I don't really play it in my off time, nor do I really do that with Loomian Legacy. But like, when an update comes out, I'm there for it. Even if it's just something like a remodel. It's something to talk about, and I like seeing remodels. I like seeing improvements. And I like seeing how a modeler has improved, because it's inspiring for me as a modeler myself. I like seeing that stuff because it's like, man, it's crazy to see where this person started and where they are now. I don't know, I might make like a quick short video because now making short videos feels a little bit more rewarding in this day and age of YouTube on getting the mount. I don't know. Could also just post that on the community tab because I have access to that and I've had access to it for a little bit now. That's actually where I've been posting all the like quick update news, like release dates lately, because I don't really like making short videos. It just kind of feels like a waste of time to make like a 10 second long video that takes like 30 minutes to make because this computer isn't really that great at doing video editing. And it's much easier for me to just immediately get on a new announcement because I'm usually always late to things. Usually always. Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder how many people are even going to hear that since it's like this far into the video. But yeah, if there's ever anything that I'm not covering on a video and you're wondering what's going on, I probably covered it on the community tab. So yeah, it is 7:25. So 35 minutes left before I just give up and I'll do it later. And then I probably won't record it because this takes up a lot of space on my computer, which is obvious for anyone that's recorded something for so long, like I normally do for Loomian Legacy. And you know, I don't want to just keep stacking up a bunch of like multiple hour long recordings just for one Loomian. I only really do it on update day because that's when it's fresh and that's when everyone kind of cares. You know, going back to Monsters of Etheria, I was talking about that before. Not sure what exactly is going on regarding them and Halloween. Because, I mean, it is the 25th, I think it's the 25th. It is the 25th. Which, I'm personally a believer that a holiday event doesn't need to be so close. I mean, doesn't need to be that closely done with the actual holiday. Because I know this event here isn't going to last 6 days. Technically less, because this came out at night. So it'd be more like 5. But with Monsters of Etheria, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it was cancelled. I don't know if it's just going to be late or something. I don't know if they're just waiting for it to be Halloween and they're just going to release promo codes or something. Which would be a bit of a bummer, but hey, content's content. I'm going to make videos on those skins. Oh, come on. Normal Ikazune? Really? I knew something was up because it got stuck on a black loading screen. Also, my headphones are off, so I don't know if the music was different. But, cool, normal Ikazune. Great. Man, I really hope they didn't do this like they did it last year, where I'm pretty sure the skeleton dust kits were grouped in with every single other roaming, which made it so annoying. I really hope that's not the case. And we'll see. Because Ikazune, I feel like I just got rid of all my luck encountering this Ikazune. I know that there is a Halloween Ikazune though. Unless that was photoshopped, which... never mind then. But I don't think it was. It was a pretty well done Photoshop if that was the case. This Ikazune is really about to knock out my Joltooth. Why am I even trying to capture it? I don't know. To have it have the spooky cemetery name attached to it, that's why. Cool. You know what? Maybe I should probably go and buy some extra discs. Oh, Florrie, look at that. Yeah, I'm gonna go and do that. Wish there was a way to just buy discs in the event lot other than limited event. Oh yeah, everyone's over here. Also, that was a horrible time for me to cut that off. Unless that didn't get picked up on the microphone, then never mind. Okay, back to the Une Fair we go. I still have no idea what that even means. Anyway, back to hunting. Woo. Going back in the mausoleum. There's less people down here. Honestly, I highly doubt I'm gonna find anything in these last 20 minutes, but you know, it's always worth a shot. You always end up finding something really random in like the last few minutes that you have hunting. Like a completely normal Ikazune that I wish was the Halloween Ikazune, unless that image was fake, because then never mind. Okay, so I am seeing some talk about the Halloween Roam skins and their chances. Don't know if these are legit or not, but the chances seem to be Halloween Ikazune at roughly 1 in 1,500. That's great. And Halloween Protagon at 1 in roughly 3,000. Ah boy. I really hope those chances aren't stacked in with like other things like the Halloween Dusket. Because I mean, maybe I'm just thinking wrong and they weren't stacked with the other Roamings, but I swear the Halloween Duskets were stacked in with the other Roamings. I don't know. Also, those chances are with the charm, so that's, I mean, that, man, unironically, if Loomian Legacy made like boosted charms that I spend and just a higher price for to get even better chances, I would unironically buy those. I wouldn't buy normal boosts, but if I could buy boosted charms as a one-time purchase, I would definitely buy those, because that would be a much better purchase instead of buying multiple boosters and spending probably 15 times the amount of money on boosters than I would on just one game pass, which is why I don't like buying things that aren't a one-time purchase. I'm not a huge fan of stuff like that, and I tend to avoid those, which is why I never really like using boosts. I get all these free boost tokens just for like a special occasion when I genuinely need it, like Halloween 2020, because those duskets were a huge pain. I could probably have like millions of Robux in my account and I still would not spend any of it on stupid stuff like in-app purchases, unless it was a one-time purchase and it was actually of decent value. But yeah, we got like 10 minutes left until it's 8. I don't think I'm gonna encounter anything, and if those rates are true on the Roamings, that's gonna take forever. I remember trying to get the Santa Ragoon, and I think that was a 1 in 2,000 chance, and I need to get a 1 in 3,000 chance. Fun. So there's 6 Halloween Ikazune I'm gonna need to find, and definitely gonna end up being more than 6. And Halloween Protagon, oh boy. That sounds like fun to me. Yay. I really wish, like, yeah, I'm a collector and whatnot. I don't need much of a reason to collect things, but I do wish there was an incentive to getting like all these different things. Like, oh, get all the different colors of the Halloween Ikazune and you get a special item. Oh, hello, another Nevermare. Yeah, you know what, I'll take that. Is it playing the banger music right now? Let me put my headphones back on. Oh, it's playing the normal roaming music. Oh, come on. Well, probably gonna end up catching like 3 of these, just to say I have more than one, for whatever reason. I think this is going to be the last encounter for tonight. I'm not actually mad at the developers for doing 6 colors of Halloween Ikazune. I'm not actually mad at that. It's more like more like I don't know. Because I gotta spend all that time trying to find the things. It's not anger, it's more just like, I have no idea what I'm trying to say. But I just don't really have a lot of time for stuff like that. I do hope that they are easier to find than the Halloween duskets were. Because man, this might end up having to be the second time that I have to use boosts. I'm not a fan of having to do that, but I mean, when the time comes, the time comes. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the last encounter for the night. I mean, catching this thing's probably going to take a couple minutes anyways. Unless I get lucky again, and I've never seen that attack animation. They really yeeted my Joltooth. Anyway. Yeah, of course it's not going to be one attempt now. Okay. This will give like a general review while I'm trying to catch this thing. Despite everything that I've said, which is more just personal pet peeves and not actual criticism or any real hate toward the event, actually a pretty well done event. I'm not again, just a personal pet peeve, but I'm not a huge fan of mazes because of the whole thing that I get lost and I have no idea where I'm going and I'm wasting so much time. But I mean, in the purpose of the way this event is and like all the jump scares and whatnot, I think it's actually quite entertaining. Instead of it just being an empty, boring maze, there's actual like thrill in it. So that was really well done. I love the new roaming. Genuinely has such a great design, and that theme song for it was so dang good. And the builds in this are great too. I love the little nod at all the variations on the carousel, and Dr. Halloween coming back. Why? I don't know, he's just there. And I'm pretty sure there's that haunted house on the hill, and I'm pretty sure that's the same haunted house that was in the Nightmare Realm. I could be wrong on that. I don't know, like there definitely was a lot of time and care and effort and all that put into this, and I respect that. But you know, for me personally, it's alright. It comes down to a lot of pet peeves. It is a good event. Unironically, this is a good event. It's a great event, I'd say. But if I had to give my personal opinion, my more biased opinion, I'm not a huge fan. But as a general opinion, I think this is actually pretty great. You know, that's right, I have two opinions. I think it's great, and my biased opinion thinks it's kind of alright. I'm not saying it's bad, either way. It's just, it's all, I don't know. There's not a whole lot of things in this world that I hate. You've really got to do something messed up if I hate something. Now I wonder what happens if you try to get unstuck. You just simply cannot click get unstuck. Well, yeah, that was about all there was to do. Kind of just looking around, looking for Easter eggs or anything, maybe. I don't know. It would be interesting. I feel like a lot of events lately have like mid updates. I don't mean mid like when people call an anime mid, I mean like updates in the middle of the event. I feel like that's going to probably happen again, and is it going to be the same thing where they just bring back the shady dealer dude? Probably. But yeah, there's not much else to really go on. I have 2 Nevermares, which is cool. This one's bigger than the last one, so I guess that's good. I don't know if any of these stats are good, but I don't really care. Health, energy, and attack, that seems good to me. Yeah, that's about all for this video, I guess. And I'll see you again, maybe with Monsters of Etheria, depending on what's going on there. Anyways, see ya.